Christine Sprouse is a medical assistant at Grand Strand Dermatology. 8 years ago, she was also a patient. Sprouse had a cancerous mole on her stomach.
It was very scary because I didn't know how deep it was.
After a biopsy on that mole, Sprouse was diagnosed with melanoma.
I have a scar that's like probably 3.5, 4 inches long. And it was very scary, and I was concerned, hey, you know, I've had one, now I'm going to have another.
And that's a fear Sprouse may have to live with for the rest of her life. She's part of a generation that wasn't as educated on the dangers of sun exposure.
We didn't know that the sun was bad for you. My mother always said, go outside, you know, get out of the house, get outside, and we did.
Dr. Nathan Jones works with Sprouse. He says the number of people getting skin cancer has exploded over the past 10 years, many of them from the baby boomer generation, a generation that didn't see the development of sunscreen until the 1970s.
And there was no reason to think otherwise. So yeah, absolutely, it was just a generation that was exposed on purpose, and you know, they're sort of paying the consequence of that today.
Like Sprouse, who says she's seeing the damage now, 20 or 30 years after being exposed.
Years ago, I got out in the sun, got sunburned. I've had terrible sunburns. I even got in the tanning beds.
Sprouse's advice for any generation: get checked early and often.
People need to be aware of what's on their body. If anything changes, turns darker, is not perfectly a circle, a perfect circle, or you know, anything out of the ordinary.
And get in the habit of wearing sunscreen every day. In Myrtle Beach, Mark Liverman, WPDE, News Channel 15.